Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. For all of Shakespeare's huge volume of work, he left little about his life. But we do know that his son Hamnet died at age 11 from the plague in 1596. Some years later, Shakespeare wrote one of his most famous tragedies, Hamlet. Coincidence? Maggie O'Farrell thinks not. This is a book about Shakespeare, but not about Shakespeare. It is really about his wife, Anne Hathaway, also known as Agnes. A unique device of this novel, and one that allows us to focus on Agnes, is that Shakespeare is never named in the book. Instead, he's referred to as the tutor, the writer, or the husband. At its heart, Hamnet is a story of marriage, family, and love. It is also about the unimaginable tragedy, the death of a child, and how that affects members of a family. The prose in Hamnet is exquisite. Its structure is unique. The beginning is divided into chapters up until the death of the boy. Then all chapters stop, as if, or really because grief is ubiquitous. Maggie O'Farrell is a beautiful storyteller. She conjures up the period in such a realistic way that you imagine yourself right there in Stratford. There is a component, a large one, of magical realism in the first part. Agnes is capable of seeing into the inner core of a person just by grasping the hand between the thumb and the index finger. She is an herbalist with a sixth sense. She has visions of pretending the future. And all of this makes the loss of her child far worse because she's not able to predict that. I love this book in part because Maggie O'Farrell takes a fact in Shakespeare's life and then expounds on it and imaginatively creates a window into his life and his times. I was transported to 16th century Stratford and London, saw the impact of the plague on every aspect of day-to-day life, including the theater, and it was in such a way that it paralleled what we're experiencing today. I also enjoyed seeing a portrait of a unique woman, Shakespeare's wife, from a different vantage point. Male scholars have often depicted her as a shrew who trapped the teenage Shakespeare into marriage by getting pregnant with his first child. Maggie O'Farrell, just as writer Germaine Greer before her, dispels this notion. I wasn't a bit surprised that Hamnet won the Women's Prize for Fiction 2020. This is an amazing book. You need to read it. I promise you'll love it. Thank you.